Hello everyone, I am Saroja and today onwards I am going to release the videos regarding SSC examinations and especially I am going to explain the question answers which are very important for the SSC examinations. From the previous papers, whatever we got so many times about those questions I am going to explain in my videos. So please every day watch my videos and give me your views as well as subscribe to my channel. So today in my video I'm going to explain about the differences between western coastal plains as well as the eastern coastal plains, which is very important. Western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. So this question we are going to get for as a long answer. Long answer maybe for the sake of 4 marks or 6 marks we may get this answer. Clear? And here don't get confusion students. Here we are having western coastal plains as well as eastern coastal plains. Differences are there, and at the same time we are having the differences between western ghats as well as the eastern ghats. And here western ghats and eastern ghats we may get for the sake of 2 marks. That means for the sake of short answer. But whereas here this western coastal plains as well as the eastern coastal plains there is a chance to get for 4 marks or 6 marks. So in this video I am going to explain the differences between western coastal plains as well as the eastern coastal plains, which is very important for the sake of exam point of view, because all my videos whatever I am going to do, they are very important for the last time preparation for the sake of the exams. So you may consider my videos as the revision for your examinations. So here children, in order to get good marks in the examinations, and it's because here when your paper is something different from others papers, then only there is a chance to get full marks. So for that purpose it's very important to draw a diagram, because here for example now western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains where they are situated. So here you can draw the diagram like this, and if it is South India, now these are called as the western ghats, because here always we have to draw western ghats like this only, because these are the continuous one. Western ghats are the continuous one, and here children these are called as western ghats, and this is the western coastal line. Western coastal line. Clear? Western coastal line. And here in between western ghats and western coastal lines, whatever area lies, these are called as western coastal plains. Understood? So this is the first point which you have to write. And in the same way here eastern coastal plains. So these are eastern ghats. So these are eastern ghats. If you observe the difference children, here western ghats are continuous, but whereas eastern ghats are not continuous. We can observe some breaks some gaps between the eastern ghats. Why eastern ghats? We can find some gaps in the eastern ghats. In the coming videos I'll explain to you. Clear? And here these are the eastern ghats, and this is the eastern coastal line. So the area which lies between eastern ghats and eastern coastal line, this is called as eastern coastal plains. So if you start your answer like this with the diagram, it may create a good impression in the evaluator. So it's better to start your answer like this, and after that here children you have to start writing the points. So what is the first point here? Western coastal line. As I explained now, western coastal plains lies between western ghats and western coastal line. So that is the point you can write here. Otherwise this you can write as the first point. So write here western coastal plains lies between western ghats and western coastal line. As the place is not sufficient children, I am writing in the short form, but you have to write in the full forms only. Don't write any answer in the short form. Clear? And next, so what is the point you can write here this side children? Here eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains lies between eastern ghats. Eastern ghats and eastern coastal line. So this becomes the first point of your answer. Okay, and what is the second point here? What is the second point you can write means here? Western coastal plains are narrow. Western coastal plains are narrow. Because here in the diagram itself you can show the children here this whatever I have drawn you can observe this. Here these are narrow and eastern coastal plains are broader or wider. Eastern coastal plains are wider. So this is the point which you can write as the second one. And the third one here western coastal plains. Western coastal plains. So what is the point you can write as the third point here? Western coastal plains gives origin or rivers are originated. Different rivers are originated in the originated to rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, etc. Clear? And here eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains gives whatever rivers that are originating from the western coastal plains are flowing towards the eastern coastal plains. So flows rivers through eastern coastal plains. Flows rivers through eastern coastal plains. Through eastern coastal plains. Clear? And next important one here children. Western coastal plains are less fertile. These are less fertile. Why they are less fertile? And compared to, they are fertile only, but whereas compared to eastern coastal plains, western coastal plains are less fertile. Why they are less fertile? Because whatever rivers they are originating from western coastal plains, they are going towards the eastern coastal plains. So that's why here they are less fertile compared to eastern coastal plains. So here, what is the point you can write children? More fertile. And next, what are the crops cultivated in the western coastal plains? Mostly the cultivated crops are wheat, sugarcane, and next cotton, and most probably spices. Why spices? Because here this Malabar coast, whatever Kerala coast is there, that is called as Malabar coast, and this Malabar coast is famous for its spices. So that's why here. And when it comes to the matter of eastern coastal plains, here we can observe the cultivation of paddy, that means rice, and after that sugarcane, and next one cotton, and other pulses also we can cultivate in eastern coastal plains. Understood? In eastern coastal plains. And after that here, if you observe the next points here, we are having and if you observe the rainfall in these two regions, western coastal plains are having more rainfall. Here we are having more rainfall because as it lies on the leeward side or windward side of western ghats, we are getting more rainfall. And compared to western coastal plains, in eastern coastal plains there is less rainfall. Less rainfall is there in eastern coastal plains. And next important point, children, where there is a chance to get lot of confusion for most of the students, that means against the coasts. So what are the coasts that were situated on the western coastal plains? Because these coasts were called with different names. Here children, Maharashtra and Goa, don't get confusion at all here. Maharashtra and Goa, these coasts are called as Konkan coast. This is called as Konkan coast. And next one is here we are having Maharashtra, Goa, Konkan coast, and next important one is Karnataka. Karnataka coast is called as Canara coast. Karnataka coast is called as Canara coast. And here the third one, Kerala. Kerala coast is called as Malabar coast. So if you want to extend to your answer, you can draw like this also. And it's very easy to remember. Now here we are having Maharashtra and Maharashtra, and this is Goa. So and here this coast is called as Konkan coast. You can present your answer in this way also, which fetches you good marks. So Konkan coast. And next here lies Karnataka, and Karnataka is the coast of Karnataka is called as Canara coast. Canara coast. And next here lies Kerala. So Kerala coast. Kerala coast is called as Malabar coast. So you can present in this way also, by which there is a chance to get more marks and which makes your paper different from others papers. And next here the coastal regions on the eastern coastal plains on this side. So we are having first one is Tamil Nadu. If you goes to the Tamil Nadu coast is called as Coromandel coast. Coromandel coast. And next one is here we are having Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh coast is called as Sarkar coast. And after that Odisha. Odisha coast is called as Utkal coast. Odisha coast is called as Utkal coast. So again you can draw the diagram and you can write here Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu coast is called as Coromandel coast. Coromandel coast. And next AP. AP coast is called as Sarkar coast. Sarkar coast. And after that Odisha. Odisha coast is called as Utkal coast. So if you present your answer in this way, it will be attractive and you can get more marks. So here, and next important points are here. If you observe children, here we are having lakes as well as the lagoons. So here on the western coastal plains, no lakes. Here we don't have lakes, no lakes, or we don't find any lakes in western coastal plains. But whereas here we are having 3 lakes in the eastern coastal plains. So what are the lakes we are having? First one is Chilka Lake. So lakes are found in eastern coastal plains. Lakes are found in eastern coastal plains. So what are the lakes here? Chilka Lake, which is in Odisha. Odisha we are having Chilka Lake, and second one is Kolleru. Kolleru Lake we can find in Andhra Pradesh, and after that Pulicat Lake. So this Pulicat Lake we can find in the borders of AP and Telangana. Clear? And here we can find the lagoons. Lagoons are there here in western coastal plains. But whereas here no lagoons. No lagoons. Lagoons are found here. Lagoons are situated there. Lagoons are there. Here we can say in western coastal plains, and no lagoons, or we don't find any lagoons in the eastern coastal plains. So this is the answer which you have to write for whenever you are asked the differences, to write about the differences between western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains. I think you are able to understand well, and if you are able to understand well, please follow my channel for further question and answers, which is very important for preparation of your 10th exams. Thank you everyone. 10 minutes, children.